I don't get much time to watch the telly because I'm watching too many football games. Or okay. I couldn't turn to you and say fully happy, but last pre-season went really well. I never lost any games, so I've lost a game. So that's made me think, hey, maybe I'm not quite as good as last season. But I have to say we've had two amazing training camps. But that was without the international players who have been late returning back, and we've tried to give them as much break time because of the games. Look, we're still piecing ourselves together and finishing off the majority of the pre-season now. There's loads of good players coming into the Premier League, and it'd be wrong to name people now because you think they sound quite sexy. Now, we've had so many sexy players come into the Premier League over the years. Some have been great, and I've got to say there's been a lot been pretty disappointing. So no point in me saying something now because it might be wrong. There's just no certainty in football, but we've certainly got a lot of really good teams and good players at the moment. I think it was more to do with what we're trying to do. We were trying to challenge the top teams more than we had done in the past, and we did last year. We've done a bit better, against the bigger sides. So Liverpool, we were very fortunate. We beat them in the end. It was very close. We've ran a few close. We were very close. We were 2-0 up against Man City and drew 2 each at the end of the season. So I think playing us at the London Stadium when we play them there, I think that. I've got to say we make that a game, and to be fair, we've been to Anfield recently and given them tough games as well, so we'll need to try and do everything we can to make it as difficult for Liverpool as we possibly can. Well, there's a lot, it's good, a lot when you chat Kevin De Bruyne, for example, so there's lots of players out there, not lots, but many who could, but I think when you play for a team who's winning the Champions League, winning the Premier League, you're up round, and we know for years we've talked about Ronaldo and Messi, who are and have been and might still be the best players in the world, and Neymars and people like that. You're in an elite group, and it's a bit objective what one you choose. Everybody might have their own reason for choosing somebody, but I think Mo Salah's consistency really in the last few years as well has been excellent for a team who've consistently been fighting for trophies and leagues. I think they've put together a really good team. But again, by the time they come to put this on your screen, then it might be something different, I'm saying. But if you're asking me what I think Arsenal were a good team last year. I was amazed the amount of critics they got at times because of what they were. Arsenal were building a young team, lots of good young players, adding to their squad. I think Arsenal get a good style the way they play. Mikel will have put a bit more into them, but let's be fair, Arsenal for many years have been a strong football club and always had very good teams. Yeah, he's one of my players. I've got a lot of players who went on. I always used to tell my players, go and get your coaching badges done early, prepare yourself for what you're going to do after football. And I've got loads and loads of ex-players now of mine who are either managers or coaches, and it's great to see because it's a life we've all been brought up in and we like working in it. So maybe one day one of them might give me a job to work alongside them. Yeah, I will do. I'm interested. I'm always interested to see how things work and go. I don't get much time to watch the telly because I'm watching too many football games or looking at different things and working. But I'm mad interested in all the football stuff and your documentaries. It's a good question. I don't know if I could answer it because I don't think any of the managers will have any idea how to prepare for it. All we're doing is preparing for a league season, which is obviously going to split in the middle, and it's going to be different. So I'm honestly not sure. We might find that we have a completely different Premier League for some reason. Might not look like it at the moment because of the way the top teams are spending, but who knows? Maybe it might be harder for when the teams come back from the World Cup because these teams will have most of the players playing in it. It may cause problems on the return. It might not cause so much problems in the build-up, but maybe after. I find it quite difficult that we're going to be playing on the 26th after a World Cup. It'd be interesting if England went on to win the World Cup, know how the players are going to come back and they're going to be ready to start those first games. So, but that's probably something for a lot later on.